I'm looking to see if it's coming up. Sometimes it's a little delay. Yeah, so I
Hmm.
had your email, so I just sent you the email to see if, like, you wanted to come on or not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna refresh my screen. Hmm. So it's broadcasting live.
I mean, I can see you.
Yeah,
Um,
but are you on the workout the accountability hangout workshop, or you
no.
just accepted the request?
I just accepted the request. So where do I go?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I'm refreshing it and I have it. I've done everything that it said to do, and I started the broadcast. So that's up. I'm live, but it's not reflecting on the website. So in the group, I put in a link that if people wanted to get to the workshop hangout,
Okay.
there is a link, and then you click on it, and that's what I'm clicking on my desktop, and it's still just showing that it's not showing
Okay, let's see.
me on there. Like, what in the world? I've done every step that this thing said. Hit join, set up, change, hangout on air, change privacy, select the webinar you're currently doing. I did that. Start broadcast, and this should have replaced that box on the website.
Okay. Do I have to, let's see,
No,
create a,
I think you're good. It's nothing that you're doing. It's just I don't know why it's not showing up
let's
on
see.
the. Maybe because I'm in. I don't know. This is the only thing about running a business and stuff. I want to do webinars and stuff, but this is the thing that burns me up. Why, like, I don't feel like I want to do it because I don't. I hate the techie side of everything.
Right.
And this part right here is just like so discouraging. It makes me mad. That's why today I almost was like, oh, guys, reschedule this another day because I was afraid that this shenanigans was going to happen.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get on there on my computer rather than my phone. Let me see.
Let
Okay.
me see. Robin commented, so let's see what's happening.
Oh, let's see. What? I don't know how to do this either. I don't know. You're about to join a hangout. Okay. I just don't want to be on the
Yeah, you
camera.
don't have to be on the camera if you don't want to, but I just, we were all,
Okay.
working
Oops. Hold on one second.
and.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hang up on my phone. Hello? Okay. Good. It worked. All right. Well, that's better. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on my computer rather than my
Okay.
phone. When I need motivation.
And you said you can see me,
Yep.
but see that's because we're like in the Google part. But I'm like, I don't know how to get this thing
On
trying
your.
on the website. Yeah, like so when people go to the page, they could see us having this conversation.
Right.
And I mean, it's just, oh,
So I was
and I,
just on the. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So it's telling me that I need to sign up or something like that, or back to login. Let me see. Hmm.
because it should just take you right. And this is why I want to interview people too, do
Yeah.
the different interviews. And like, this is exactly why I've been stalling on doing it because I'm like, I got to master these platforms. And this one's
Yeah.
just, and I would like to do it on Google Hangout so people can see it, when we're interviewing and stuff. And uh, so tell me about your move and stuff.
Oh, it's good. I'm still applying for jobs. I have 3 interviews. Um, and just waiting for everything to pop up.
Hmm.
Um,
Do you have your camera on?
I think can you see me?
Oh, and I can see movement, but it's really dark. I can't see.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Google Hangouts and stuff, like, I hope that you can see me. I have a lot of light. Like, if you don't have like a good, if you're just using the microphone on the laptop, like, it's always like really dark.
Oh yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm
Yeah, because it didn't lighten up for me until I got like I had to buy an outside camera. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is night and day. Why do y'all put stupid cameras on it that barely work?
right. Let me see where my Google Hangout go. Oh.
This is why I want to get an Apple. I'm just so done with PCs right now.
Well, I'm on a Mac and it's still
Really?
not. Yeah.
Really?
Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where you're at. I lost you now. Let me see. Oh wait, there it is. You can see me. Let's see. Oh, I can see. Okay, I can. Yeah, it's dark in here.
Which is fine.
Okay, there we go. Turn the camera off. I'm glad I wasn't naked. No.
Oh, like, well, we couldn't see anything. So you're all good.
When I need motivation.
And so, do you like where you're at?
Well, right now, yeah, I love it. I'm in Plano, which is like 20 minutes outside of Dallas.
Hmm.
And it's a nice city too. Like it's a really big city and a lot of corporations are coming out here and headquarters are moving out here.
Hmm.
Um, but it's a lot. It's fun. It's a lot to do. There is a lot, and I've met quite a few people so far, and just really enjoying it. I just need a job. I need a career. So I'm like, oh, I gotta get it together. So I did decline one job because it wasn't really what I wanted. And it was through a temp agency, but it was a temp to hire, and I didn't really want to start something knowing that I'd quit within a few weeks, you know? So that's the only thing. I'm going to church. So
Uh-huh.
and I'll be getting involved with them.
Oh, I see. This chat Tango is asking you to sign up or log in.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I was trying to get another one to work, and hey, Cicely, can you tell the Simone that we're having an issue of trying to get the webinar to show on the page, but
Okay.
if she has an email, that we can link her in onto the Google Hangout while I
Okay.
try to sign up here.
Let me see. Simone.
Yeah, she's like posted in the chat box. Thanks.
All right. All right, I'm just waiting for her to respond.
Yeah, she may have got, frustrated and rolled out.
Yeah. I need a nap. I'm like so tired.
I want to scream right now.
You're what?
I said I want to scream right now. Seriously,
Oh.
it makes me so mad. I mean, now when even I'm like trying to sign up, and then I'm like, I just have like, it's not doing nothing.
Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll in that little box that you're adding your information to.
Uh huh.
Did you scroll down? Because I was having issues and then I had to scroll down and then I saw more options or something.
I guess you can't do it as anonymous. Let's
Oh,
see.
there she. Oh, are you Anon or who's Anon?
Me.
Okay.
See what happens. All right, and let's see accountability workshop. See if I can add the Robin. I thought I already invited Robin, but she must didn't get that.
She was on the Gmail. I mean, I saw that, but
Yeah. When I set this thing up, let's see, Robin. Uh, she's giving me yeah, that's her. I sent her request invite. Okay. You can do it. So, what are some things you wanted to work on today, Cicely?
so I have a book in progress that I just need to complete. So it's kind of like a workbook, self-help book. And that's like the biggest project that I'm working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have most of the outline done and I just got to keep filling it in, like adding
Mm-hmm.
more meat to it. That is my, yeah, that's the only thing. And then just getting back into blogging too. I do want to start doing like workshops and seminars too.
It's live. I see. I didn't push. I'm sorry. I
Oh no.
didn't push a button. I think it's going live on the website.
Oh, and then just
I didn't see the big yellow button that
I
said
can hear myself.
make
I do want to start doing
Oh,
like
you can?
workshops and seminars too.
It's live. I see. I see. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I didn't push a button. I think it's going live. Okay. I didn't see the big yellow button that said
I can hear myself. Okay, it's like it's a back. What? It's,
Hold on a second. Okay.
I need to hang up something.
Okay, so do you have the website up on your computer?
I do. Hold on.
So hold on a second.
I need to hang up something.
Okay, so you the website up on your computer?
Yes. Hold on. So I gotta hang up. I gotta go back to Hangouts. Ah, this is not working. Hold on.
Website up on your computer?
Yes. I gotta go back to Hangouts. Oh.
Do you have earphones?
My phone is hung up. Oops. I'm gonna mute it.
Okay. Can you hear me? Have the website up on your computer? Can you hear me?
Are you talking?
So Cicely, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
But I still hear old stuff. Are you talking? I'm just
Okay, so do you hit pause on the website, on the actual site?
Let's see. Old stuff. Are you talking? I'm just
okay, so do you hit pause on the website, on the actual site?
Let's see. Okay, no, not yet. Hold on. Okay, I paused it on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So
Okay.
I think it was trying to play like on the. You pretty much have to like just either turn down the volume to really watch it on the Hangout, because like you're live with me, and so
Oh
and I
no.
put my headset on too. Um, they can hear your voice
Oh.
because you're like live on the Hangout with me.
Oh. So how do I hang up? Like, where do I?
No, don't hang up.
Oh.
You can stay on. We can't see you.
Okay.
And so anybody that comes on to the Hangout, like they can push play on the Hangout, and then it'll put them on with us live. But anyone who wanted to go back and take a look at the video, they can go backwards and catch up or whatever.
Okay.
Google kind of has like a pause.
So should I get off of the
No,
site?
I sent you the link so that anyone who wants to be like have their camera on, so when they're talking about what they're working on, Google will automatically like flash the camera will go on in you.
Okay.
And so I sent you the link so that you can be on and talk about what you're doing and how's it going. Anyone can do that, but there's other people who don't want to even talk. They just want to maybe just work along with us. That's why I put the chat box there so that they can like type in, we can discuss whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna check. Isn't that crazy? There was a big old yellow button that says make the webinar live, and yeah, hopefully we'll get Robin on here shortly.
Okay. I need to go get my charger for my laptop, and I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let me see. I may not mind being on camera. I gotta check myself though. Make sure I'm cute.
I know. I'm looking a little like, I'm like, this is really like, really honestly, everyone. I just want to thank everybody who's tuning in, because today was just really like, just getting me in front of the camera and getting this whole situation to work. And so I wanted to do it with my tribe, my intimate tribe on Facebook, because like we had hiccups in the beginning. And so that was mainly the reason why I wanted to do it, and just really force myself to get in front of the camera. And so, yeah. So today is really, really about accountability. I'm in a blog your voice course with Christy Windley. Oh, hey, you look cute.
Thank you.
And sometimes she'll just send a link out and say, "Hey, you guys, y'all want to work together?"
Okay.
And so we'll just all hop on a Google Hangout. And there are some people who are working on. There's one girl that does brush lettering. Some are people are crafting. Some people are just want the accountability, because as business entrepreneurs and working from home, a lot of times we're by ourselves. And it's so easy to go wander in the kitchen to get something to drink and start fiddling around with something in the living room, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, so being able to meet up online with like minded people who are trying to work and build their businesses. And, I thought, hey, we could get into a groove. I wanted to introduce the group to the Pomodoro technique. And I was hoping Robin is going to join us.
Okay.
Um, but I'll go ahead and just talk about it a little bit. So one of the things that I do to help me with like my time, I do this thing called the Pomodoro technique, and basically what it does is it focuses on doing tasks in time increments. And so it's a little ticker. The man that created it used a little, I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like a tomato timer that you use in the kitchen.
Okay.
I think it's called a Tomodoro, but he changed it to a Pomodoro. And he found that when he set it in like 25-minute increments, he achieved his tasks quicker. Like he would get things done. And so, and based on a sound, it's a ticking sound, kind of tick, 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 like uh, a tick sound for like a timer.
Okay.
And so when people hear that, like when I use it, it feels like I'm racing against the clock. Like, oh my goodness, I gotta get this done in like the next 25 minutes. And then it'll ding at in the 25 minutes. It'll stop ticking, and then you can take 5 minute or 10 minute break, and then you set the timer again for 5 minutes, and then it'll tick for 5 minutes, and then when you hear the ticking stops, your break is over, and then you go back to your task.
Okay.
And so I've been grouping my tasks together. I'm going to show you. Let me grab my little planner. So in the group, I have showed you guys that I have gotten that happy planner. And
Okay.
this is what I've been using. And like, I really love it because I've been really decorating it up and um, just really making it really personalized, just with like, images of people and stuff. And
Phew.
but I created a Pomodoro worksheet. And so what I do is I just put down my task and what I'm working on for the day, the different tasks. And then I have like extra Pomodoros down here, which you can check off. And then I have my break time. And then at the end of the day, I just write about like what I achieved, like how do I feel, how the day went. Um, Even if I feel depressed,
Okay.
because like I try to like I just feel like I feel depressed today. I feel like I didn't accomplish all that I wanted to accomplish or something.
Okay.
And then I'll just try to work towards the next day and accomplishing them. And then in the group, I'll so it's just a little blank sheet, and I cut them to fit my planner. And
Okay.
so I'll put um a downloadable in the group. I'll I made some, and so and that's what I thought today we could use as we start to create our time to work on some things. So
Cool.
so we were talking about you moved recently. So just tell us about like who you are and like what you do and like what do you want to achieve with like using the time today we're all together.
All right. So, recently moved to Dallas, left my job, my house, my family, just to kind of start over and get some more excitement in my life, I guess. I was really
Mhm.
stuck in a rut in Minnesota. So right now, what I've been doing, I kind of been networking with people and telling them that I'm a social media marketer or type of strategist and small business coaching, which is what I want to do. So I did get a few people to work with, one paid and one kind of just like, let's test it out and see how it goes. So I've been doing that, and I met with a girl earlier today. She has a business that she wants to get up and running, so I was going to work with her on that and do some photography. So for my projects, though, I mean, I guess that's one of my projects, and then the other one is just writing a book, and maybe just an ebook, but then also half of it's going to be like a workbook, kind of like a self help type book, and just kind of just what I've been doing, just getting your life together and how to do that, and the emotions that go along with it, and the processes and all that good stuff. What else? I'm a blogger, and I'm just looking for a full time job as well. So, I
Mhm.
mean, it'd be nice to do it, be an entrepreneur full time, but I have bills.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, and those bills don't stop, so you're just really trying to
Yeah.
escape the 9 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. Did I answer all your questions?
Yes, yeah, I just want anyone who is tuning in or may tune in later,
Mhm.
just to know who's here, and there's more out there. If you're on the are on the website and you don't want to be on the Hangout per se, there is a chat box. And you can go also if you don't want to sign in, you can just select anonymous, and then you can just say, "Oh, it's me, so," and then you can just have a conversation with us. And right now, just there's someone having a conversation over there. So excellent. So one of the things that I would like to work on today, I made a little list. One, I'm supposed to go and have a planning session with someone in another town, but it's snowing outside, and I'm such a wuss, and I don't know if I want to drive
And where
for
are
20
you?
minutes. I'm in Washington State, so I guess I should introduce myself. You already know me, but people who don't know, my name is Angie Clay, and I have a website. It's angieclay.com, which I help natural hair enthusiasts build creative businesses. And then I also have a blog called Liberated Strands for all of the natural enthusiasts who want to talk about hair. And so I have a business group on Facebook, which is called Don't Knock My Hustle, which I will probably change in that name pretty soon. And so this is why we're all here together. Hey, Robin!
Hey, Robin.
Hey guys,
What's up?
We're
what's
glad you're
happening?
here.
Huh?
Nothing. At first, I have a new webinar plugin that if you guys want to do webinars, totally get Ambition Ally by Natalie Lucier. It's $27. The plugin that fits right on to your WordPress plugin. It was super easy to set up. That's why I was getting so agitated
Oh,
right at the end that I couldn't get it to work. But there was a big yellow button that said start webinar that I was not looking at. So, but it's super, it's a affordable platform, and it fits, if you have a WordPress, of course, it'll fit right onto your platform. Super easy peasy to set up. And
nice.
Robin knows. Her and I've been trying. We've tried to do Google Hangouts, and sometimes
Ugh,
it doesn't work, and then we both like pulling our own natural hair out.
trust me, I can't. Hangouts is it gives me a headache. I'll
Oh,
just say that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and you know how Robin, how hard, just setting it up. Like today, that's why I was like getting so like discouraged because I was like, that's it. I officially hate Google Hangouts.
no,
But
no.
now that I sit back and how I set up Ambition Ally, super easy. It made life so much better. It's just that I didn't notice that right in the right hand corner, it said a yellow box that said start webinar. I kept looking at Google, like start broadcast, and I thought that's why I didn't show on the website. But it's
Uh,
super easy. and you have 30 days. You can purchase it for $27. You have 30 days to check it out, and if you don't like it, they'll give you your money back.
Hmm.
So, um, and I think as bloggers and Robin, you want to go ahead. Well, I was just telling everybody who I was. I was kind of done with that, and just saying what I wanted to work on for the day. But before we get into that, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, did you want to get on the camera like us, or you're welcome to keep your very lovely picture up too?
I'm going to be voice only today.
I might go back.
Um,
Oh, okay.
Only because my background is a complete disaster. It's like you guys don't even understand. It's like I'm in the process of kind of downsizing some of the stuff that I have, just getting rid of some of the clutter. So it's like everything is everywhere. I'm embarrassed to show it. So,
No
but
problem.
Robin Josie, and my blog is called Cyber Curl. It's changed so many times. But I think I have a name now that I like. And I just basically talk about my natural hair journey over 40. I don't think there is a lot of voice out there. I think the natural hair industry and the community, as well as the beauty industry in general, just caters to a younger audience, even though the population is skewing more 35 and up. I just think that there's a missing voice in that audience, and that's what I want my blog to be.
Awesome.
Cool. Excellent. So, what about like for accountability? Like, what do you feel like you need? Because today's generally I had the 1 to 5 slot, which we don't have to stay here the whole time. Like I was saying earlier, that I've been on different Google Hangouts, and the ladies they just all just get on there and they just work and talk and share jokes, and everybody's working on their own thing. And then when someone has a question, then someone says, "Oh, hey, what about this?" And someone says, "Oh, yeah, you should try this or that." And it's just really cool. And I'm like, "Hey, we need more of that, and like all of us natural hair enthusiasts who are building businesses to really collaborate. It's an easy way to collaborate. And so for you, Robin, what do you feel like you need the most accountability with?
I think for me, it's just being consistent as in terms of getting the content up that I want to get up. And it's hard because I also work, from I get up at 5:30 in the morning, I get home at 6 o'clock at night, and it's kind of hard to get content up. And I really only gives me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do that. So it's like trying to figure out how to be consistent, how to stay organized and stay on my schedule. I think those are the things that I need the most help with.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and I was explaining the Pomodoro, and sometimes for people it's just not even really the matter of sitting down and needing something to keep them on task. Sometimes it's just a matter of like just finding the actual time. And so I was listening to she's a big YouTuber, and she was just saying like each day you need to decide like how much money you want to make a day, and then you strive to make that initially. And I thought that was a really good concept. So if I say, hey, I want to make $25 a day or whatever, or $50 a day, I know by me building my business, what's in my business that I can use that's going to push me forward. And then also because I know I have to have a job and I have to have some type of income. And most of you know that I teach online. So I know that I have to teach enough classes that'll give me that $50 a day. And then I can focus on some other little tasks that's going to help push me forward, if that makes sense. I just never looked at the day as in monetary value. I was just like, what can I cram in? And sometimes we spend time on these tasks, like just putting out fires, and then you're not really working on the meat of your business. You know what I mean?
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
Monetary on my day. I need to do that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, even though you're not, sometimes might not be getting paid, but the work that you put into how much money would that is generating into your business,
Right.
you know, when you start making those big bucks. Or like even, I mean, selling stuff on like eBay. Like I know Robin, you were saying like that whole minimalism thing, like going in. Sometimes I'll just go through my closet. I'm like, what have I not worn all season long? And
Mhm.
a couple of weeks ago, I went and I put a bunch of stuff on eBay and I sold boots and shoes. And I'm like, hey, I took that money and just regenerated back into my business.
Nice.
Right.
So that's another way to think about getting some income coming in for things you want to buy for your business, stuff that you're not wearing. I'm getting older, so my high heels shoes like used to be all cute. I'm walking around. Hey, now I'm like, my feet need to be planted on the ground. I don't
I
want
just
to
want
fall
them to
down.
be cute. Like, I want them to. Maybe I'll just design some shoes. It's like some cute, fashionable flats that don't look like old grandma shoes. It's like
Right.
I want. You know what I mean? It's like I want some. But I want Louboutin to come out with some bedazzled flats. That's what I want. Have them be. I want some red bottoms. I just can't afford red bottoms, but I don't want 6 inches. I've
Right.
broken my ankle twice in the same place. But it's kind of like, you go through all of that just wanting to get rid of stuff and then moving it into what you want to do. It's like I'm going through a ton of makeup that it's like I've worn it, or swatched it and never worn it, because it's like when you're into beauty blogging and things like that, there's just stuff that you buy that you just like, yes, it's pretty, but it's like I'm never going to wear this. But you're kind of having to figure out what exactly is it that I want to do. So it's kind of like I'm getting rid of stuff that I have, but it's not what the audience that I'm trying to go after, which is women over 40, is going to want to wear. It's like, yes, I want sparkly eyelids, but I don't need 72 gold eyeshadows that are, you know what I mean, that are all the same. It's like I have one or two palettes that I really like, and I can make that work.
Mm.
So it's kind of when you're doing a whole bunch of stuff and you have all of this junk around, which is really what it is. But it's my junk, but to somebody else, it'll probably help them, or maybe something that they were looking for that they didn't think that they could afford. And I'm not even trying to make a whole bunch of money off of it. It's just if somebody else can use it, and like you said, Angeles, I can use that and put that into, making my videos sound better. I want to buy a microphone. And I've been on Amazon. I've been pricing them out. They range anywhere from $25 on up to, top of the line. I just want a microphone that makes my videos sound better and cancels out background noise.
Yeah.
So it's just any money that I make from this sale is going to go towards that. And so that's basically what I'm doing. And so that's why the background is why you don't see anything, because it's just literally piles of stuff that I'm kind of organizing how to get it moved out.
Hmm.
And when you don't have a lot of space, that's the other thing. So just, figuring out different ways to be more efficient and more organized. It's like I'm a pretty organized person anyway, but you just want to make sure that, if it's not working for me, it's going to work for somebody else, and I can share that with them in the process.
Yeah. And look at the Yeti mic, Yeti. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
rave about the Yeti. And I got a mic, but and it's pretty good. It was just like the basic. I don't really use it a whole lot now, but I got this one. This was actually Kimra Luna suggested to me a while ago to get that one, but because I was like, I don't know if I want to invest a whole bunch of money, but she's like, well, here's a mid-range one that you could get, and so it sounds really good when I use it. So
and
um,
and I and I think for me, it's like I've just done a lot of downsizing, period, just in what I'm watching, what I'm putting on my Facebook page, on my social media, what social media I want to devote as much time to. I was on a call earlier today with a friend, and we were talking about Periscope and using that to our advantage. Now that some of the hype has died down on Periscope, it's still very, very popular, but it's like, how when it first started, everybody was just on, and so your voice was kind of getting drowned out. And now I think people are more focused on, establishing groups, establishing, collaboratives that work together so that everybody gets a chance to shine. There's not 30, 40, 50 people all doing the same thing. So you can have like 10 or 12 beauty bloggers. You can have somebody selling jewelry. You can have somebody, but when you have more than, two or three people, it gets too competitive. So I think with getting involved in stuff like that, it's just working with people that are not going to be afraid to let each other shine. And that's kind of the direction that I want to move into for helping me be accountable. I'm not saying it's like I'm a very competitive person, but I don't have a problem with stepping back and being like, let me share this space with somebody else. And I'm looking for spaces like that too.
Yeah. Cicely, have you ever ran into that with like working with other people like that's kind of like in our niche or niche, however people want to say it, that you have some information, you're seeking to gain some type of knowledge, and then they're like, hold on, you can't come over here because you're kind of doing the same thing as I am, and so you might try to steal my ideas. Have
Yeah.
you ran into that?
So with regards to Periscope, I joined this group and it seems like everybody's doing the same thing, and so I did kind of back out of Periscope for a while. And just because I'm like, okay, it is kind of boring when you see the same people doing the same thing. But I haven't put myself out there as much as I could have to really experience that. But yeah, I would love to get back into periscoping. I just feel like the people that I began to associate with, they were all in it for like hearts and followers, and I'm just like, I just want to, help people out. And so I think we kind of clashed in that where everybody was on at the same time, vying for each other's time. Like, okay, I'm gonna be on in 5 minutes. Come here, make sure you do this, and it's just like you had to squeeze in where you can get in, and that wasn't exciting. It made it turn into work rather than something I really enjoyed doing.
hmm Yeah, now they have the Facebook mentions where you can stream like on Periscope, but you have to you either can go to some Facebook accounts they allowed you to they automatically gave it to you, so you have to go in where you type or upload a picture to see if you have it,
Uh
or you can apply for it. So if a lot of your market is going to be on Facebook, and I love this. I was watching Kimra Luna on her mentions, and it's really cool because you can go back and see all the comments. The comments say it doesn't have the glitches like Periscope does.
huh. Right.
And so, yeah, if your market is a little bit older and it may be on Facebook, then you can try to apply for the Facebook mentions if they haven't given it to you on your Facebook page.
So I didn't know what that was. I have to go check because I saw something talking about share this with mentions. So I just downloaded something, but I haven't been
I saw that
participating.
too.
Yeah, if you
I
have
didn't.
it on yours, then you're good to go. I mean, you can start streaming live.
Let me go grab my phone real quick.
You just see if you have it.
I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
very good. Excellent. So, Robin, it seems like now with just business and meeting people online, I think slowly we're finding the people that we've been like out there looking for, you know.
Right. Um, I think, and this goes in with the conversation I was having earlier. Um, with with Facebook, I think for me, my biggest challenge is the way that they have their page set up. Hold on one second. I'm getting a text. It's from Jordan.
Okay, maybe I don't have mentions. It's called moments.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I see it as. I saw it. I saw moments.
Darn. So I can. I think it was saying because I do remember seeing something about it where you would have to have like at least 1,000 followers or something like that on your fan page.
Okay.
Darn.
Well, we'll get there because I have like 800 and some. So okay, so now it's time for us to get our people on our page.
I know, right? And so that's another thing. So I'm trying to figure out like what to put besides all of my blogs and posts and stuff. How do I get it to be more exciting where people are like, "Oh, let's go like her page so we can see what she's posting." What should I put on there?
On Facebook,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to pay because with and I'm we were this is what I was getting ready to talk about. you have to pay because the way Facebook is set up, the way my Facebook is set up anyway,
Hmm.
is you have your friends, which are great. We love our friends, but
Hmm.
our friends are not customers. They are not going to grow our business. They are
Right.
not going to share what we're doing because for whatever reason, friends and family, they want to see you being successful and then they get on the bandwagon and then they share.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm finding when I share outside of my friends and family is where I get more bang for the minimal buck that I pay.
Okay.
And it's just so much easier. So it's like, then, I don't have to worry about, okay, I'm posting this great content. This is a really great blog post. I'm going to go ahead and share this on my Facebook page and nothing.
Yeah.
But when I share it on, and that's when I share it on my personal page. If I share it on my business page, I get a lot more traffic. I get a lot more engagement, not as much as I would like. But if I pay and sponsor my post, I get
Mhm.
more likes instantly. I
Yeah.
get more people that are engaged. I'm going to reach people that who want to see and want to read and want to talk about what I'm spending my time on. And the way that Facebook sets it up, there is just with your business, you have to do it that way because otherwise your content doesn't go anywhere. It just sits on your page. And I have 123 followers on my Facebook page. I get engagement from maybe 5 of those people. If they don't have their notifications set up, they don't see your stuff. If they don't engage with you regularly, they don't see your things because the way Facebook has their algorithm set up. So you really have to take advantage of their advertising to get
Mhm.
outside of your friend bubble because if you don't, it just stagnates and the people won't engage you.
So then, should we stay on Facebook, or because I know a lot of people are getting a lot of feed or like traffic from like Google, but I really don't know how to use Google to get the traffic. Like I'm sharing with people, but I'm just not getting the people. So do we just stay on Facebook or?
Where's your market? Like when you do your research, like the most of the people that you engage with, I mean, are so basically if you're dealing with like a millennial age range, then I mean Instagram is like probably one of the big platforms where millennial women are at. Um, and there's some that are still on Facebook, but like Robin said, you have to really pay to play. I mean,
Mhm.
you can start doing organic reach. This guy named Zach Spuckler, he's really good at that. But one thing with organic reach, I think you really need to be doing like webinars and like master classes and like workshops
Mhm.
because then you have these people show up for that. Then they go on, they tell their friends, and then they like you on Facebook, and then their friends see that they've liked you, and so then you kind of get those organic reaches. But
Mhm.
um, I think really it's about putting yourself out there more and more and being super consistent. And so like for example, like with Robin wanting to grow her following, so like I was going to suggest to you, Robin, like with that makeup, try to sell what you can out of it. But the ones that you can't sell, then I would start doing little small giveaways, and
Mm-hmm.
then that'll help you also reach out to other people. I'm gonna start doing that on my Instagram again because I was featuring women. I had a feature every other day of a natural, and at the end of the week, I would put all their names in a random org.com, and then I would just pull out a name, and then I would send them a free pair of earrings. And it was really getting really good. But Instagram is so hard for me because it's so visual,
Yeah.
um, and so but those little things. And I mean, Cicely, you have a really good market. I mean, because I think a lot of people really responded to you. You were talking about, the divorce and like how to get, yourself back up afterwards. And, divorce rate is increasing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there really is a market of people who are looking for that support, you
Right.
know. So can you like start doing some webinars about around a particular topic that your market really jump up and perk their ears up on?
Yeah. All right. I'll plan some webinars. I know I've wanted to. So I know another thing that I've been wanting to do is like creating freebies and things that people have to sign up for to get free in their email. So I just got to get that together. I had just been applying for jobs like crazy, so it's like everything kind of been put on the back burner. But
Yeah.
we get there once I get my job.
Yeah. And you can do that. And then you can also do little things like um record like little videos or a little training or something with like worksheets that a person can just download and work through, while you're trying to like get yourself a job or in
And the
between.
other thing, and just like podcasting is really big right now, but one of the things that I take from podcasting is the fact that it's serials. So people, I mean, there's the podcast serial, but people like serials. They want a series of things. So it's like if you put out, like your favorites. These are my, if you're going to do natural hair, these are my natural hair care staples for shampoo, conditioner, whatever. This is how I put a minimalist wardrobe together. Blouses, shirts, pants, things like that. They want to see bits and pieces that lead up to a conclusion. So they definitely want, um, packages of information that we can give them. And because people have the attention span of small children, anything longer than 15 minutes, if it takes longer to watch that, read it, it kind of, if you don't get them within like the first 3 paragraphs of anything that you write, they're not going to keep reading.
Right.
They just don't. And that's just old journalism stuff. It's like that lead, it's who, what, where, when, and you grab them with that, and then just stay consistent. So it's like if you're doing a series, just stay consistent with what that series is about and posting that every once a week and getting on that schedule.
That's good.
Because the podcast that I listen to a couple. I listen to Serial, I listen to The Read, and again, it's just consistent. They can talk about the same thing every week, and they do. But they're consistent, so I tune in, and that's what I want to hear. And so I was like, okay, who are they going to talk about today? What topic are they going to talk about today? That's the kind of stuff that I like. So I kind of want to gear myself towards that way of doing my blog and doing my channel and having it that way. It's just with what I'm doing, I just feel that it's so saturated. It's like everybody and their mama's got a natural hair channel. Everybody's got a makeup channel. It's like, okay, here's how we're going to do a nude lip. If I see one more woman of color over the age of 35 with bright pink lips, I might come unhinged. Because there's just certain things you don't have to do. I mean, it's just, how do I make that work for somebody who's over the age of 48? That's the thing. It's like I live in the Pacific Northwest. Not a lot of women of color wear a lot of makeup. So I'm kind of feel like I'm struggling. So that's how I know I have to go outside of this audience here. It's like, I won't say that everybody's like au natural, but there's like it's like minimalist is like chapstick. I mean, yes, there are women that wear makeup, but there's not a lot that do anything else. My cat is in the background losing her mind.
The baby.
Yeah, I was like, oh, sister wants to have some kids over.
He's gone bananas. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I want to cater to that, and it's just difficult to do.
Yeah.
So can we talk a little bit more about podcasts? Because I met a girl last night, and I gave her my business card, which is all about my blog and being a social media marketing strategist. And she was excited, and she's like, I have this really cool podcast, and I never think about podcasts. So, like, can you tell me more? I know, like, it's just like an online type of, like a radio show, right? Or
that's basically it. Yeah, it's a radio show, and if you have a quiet space in your home that has not a lot of echo, so like not your bathroom, but a closet would work. And a good microphone, you can use that. And sorry, and you basically just have a topic that you talk about. So for like, take for example the Read. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they have every week, it's basically like a pop culture type podcast. They have their they lead it off with Black Excellence. They have hot topics, whatever's going on in entertainment. They have listener letters, and then they do a read at the end, and the read is usually, that's one consistent piece every week.
Oh,
So they usually their read is usually about something that they want to get off of their chest that's irritated them, or just something that they want to draw attention to, something that somebody has volunteered information to them. And so they talk about that. They're usually about an hour. Sometimes they're about an hour and a half. Um, there's the one like Serial is an hour every week. And they basically just take one story and flesh that out over. Serial is usually like 12 or 13 weeks. And so they take one story and flesh that out. And so with the first one they did was a criminal case that they just, I mean, and you would think that it's like, I'm listening to this, but it's so engrossing. You really do get caught up in listening to the story, and you listen to their voices, and you get attached to these people and you follow them. So it's like, if you can grab the attention with a really good story, or just a really good series, or just a really good topic, and go from there, that's how you grab your listener. And I think with the Read is just, they have basically tapped into pop culture. There's a lot going obviously on with, Black Lives Matter and all that other stuff. So they're very topical in regards to that, but they don't back away from hard topics. They just kind of blend it together. And so I think for them, what people will gravitate towards them for is that they have a freedom to say what they want to say that other people don't have a comfortability in saying, or they're not in a position. They're protecting their jobs, or they're doing other things. So it's like, okay, I can agree with you without doing any of that. And with Serial, which is the other podcast, like I said, that's more journalistic, and it started from This American Life, which is part of NPR. So if you listen to NPR, and I listen to a lot of NPR, they have that kind of that voice. Everybody at NPR has that voice. It's kind of mellow, not really. They have enough emotion, but they're just doing all of that, and the story is told through the eyes of the people that they interview. And so you get all that background noise. It's a lot of old time radio. So if you remember what old time radio was when they're telling their stories, that's what Serial is like. Okay. So they basically just tell the story, but the other people that are a part of the story, that are involved, the main characters, they're also telling the story. So you're kind of like, all right. So it's just, you would think that it's like, I'm not going to get caught up listening to this. There's just no way. It's an hour. There's no picture. What am I going to do? You get sucked in. You rewind. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just? There's all kinds of things. I like podcasting. I think it's very good for people that that aren't comfortable being in front of a camera. Mm-hmm. Because it allows you to, I don't know, you can talk more freely. When you're not talking into a camera, you don't have to be, you can be a little bit more animated. You don't have to really watch your facial features when you're talking and doing a podcast, whereas when you're on camera, you're always aware. It's like, okay, I don't really want to show, if I'm doing a review and I want it to be positive, I don't want to show on my face that I'm having a bad day. It's like you constantly have to be on. So it's like where video, you have to worry about that. With a podcast, it comes across in the voice, but you can kind of change your voice, whereas you can't really change your face.
You can practice too. You can download like SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, okay.
Yeah, and then that's usually, I used to leave in the group too some just recordings like a podcast, and then I would just do it on SoundCloud and use my really nice mic or headset, and and it would just make the sound really crisp. And so it allows you just to play around with your voice and what you would talk about, and you can record it and then play it back, and
nice.
And that'll give you a chance to play around. And there, you can also look on YouTube too how to make your room like equipped for podcasting. You can go and get those foam mattress things, and you can place them around your room to get that sound to, that real professional sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's ways that you can set up your space too for really good sound quality.
And I think that's good because I haven't been doing YouTube videos because of my location and the visuals. Because I'm like, I don't want people seeing, where I'm at. And my house was a mess at one time. And I'm like, I got things to say, but the background, the podcast will be really good, actually.
Hmm. Yeah, you can start today. You can download it, and whenever you feel like I have something to say, you just crank it up and go.
Yeah.
You can do it from your tablet. Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, I'm excited.
Very good. So, so I didn't know what you guys wanted to do. I have allotted time until 5 my time. That if there's things that you wanted to work on and you guys want to stay on here live, that's good. Or we can also end it here. And now that we know how to, now that I know how to work Ambition Ally, we can always reschedule a hangout like this, and where you can come and bring your work, and we can all talk and also work on things as
Okay.
well. So
There
you
you
guys
go.
let me know what you want to do.
I feel like jumping on Periscope all of a sudden. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yeah, you can do your Periscope while you're on here.
I could have been like talking and, you know,
Yeah.
oh, I should have did that.
When you were talking about Facebook, sorry, I'm chewing.
Oh, no, good. You're good.
There's a way to the other thing with Facebook is knowing when to post. Cicely, where are you?
I'm where?
Uh-huh.
I'm in the living room.
No, like, where do you live? Sorry.
I live in Dallas.
Okay. So you're Central Time?
Yes, Central.
Okay. So, like, in Washington, where me and Angela stay, it's like people wake up, we're 3 hours behind. So I've had to start scheduling posts to show up at 3 o'clock in the morning my time, so that anybody who lives past me, they'll get it when they're up. It's like people who say that they don't. It's like, oh man, I don't check my Facebook like that. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I know people who get up, roll over, and that's the first thing that they check. It's just what happens. I know I do. It's like I didn't know about. That's how I found out about David Boy. It's how I don't watch the news. I check my Twitter and I check Facebook, and then I go out for the day. So I've like scheduled posts to start at that time. And then like if with series things like that, if I'm trying to do blog posts twice a week, Monday and Wednesday seem to be the best days to actually post written stuff. Videos, I find it's Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are pretty popular because my phone constantly beeps from YouTube telling me this person just loaded it. Today alone, there's like 5 people that I follow. Everybody posted a video.
Oh wow.
And when I look at the topics of the videos, it's like they do a lot of series stuff, like type stuff, like I was saying. So they'll do, like, if they have a subscription service that they subscribe to, they'll do like Ipsy versus this, or they'll do comparison stuff so that people can make the decision. The other thing is like if you do have a professional Facebook page, I believe it's under the page manager, you can actually see who the people are that you're engaging with. Or who are engaging with you, and then tailor your advertising to that. So if most of the people that are liking and sharing your stuff are between the ages of 25 and 35, you can tailor your advertising towards that. There's verbiage there's words, trigger words, the way that they share, what they respond to.
Okay.
See the age of the people that are responding the most. I'm trying to get this to load, and my phone is not cooperating. There we go. Sometimes I have to turn off my Wi-Fi to get my stuff to download.
Yeah.
and I have CenturyLink. They're horrible.
Yeah, I just got rid of CenturyLink.
Yeah, if you're trying to do a business and do anything with video, they got their ad. We got 1 gig. No, you don't. Stop lying to people. Um, so with Page Manager, so I'm trying to pull up is my Facebook Page Manager, so I can actually see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So it'll tell you like what your response time is, like your response rate. My response rate is like 1 day. If you respond faster, the message bubble shows up so that people can message you quicker.
Okay.
Um, but for me, it's like I'm at work from 8 hours a day, so I don't have time to be on my Facebook all day like that. So
Right.
I know that if I respond and who I respond to, as long as I respond to them, then I know that I get engagement. And those same 3 people are the ones that consistently show up.
Okay.
And it talks about where. I believe it's under insights. You can go in and look at stuff. And once you start posting ads.
I'm making money, guys.
You're making money?
Yeah, someone just put a bid for some boots on eBay for $24.99.
Nice. Do you do Poshmark at all? Started.
Posh?
Poshmark?
No, I don't. My friend was telling me about that. Now you
I
gotta
mean,
remember, I live in the middle of the state. It's really hard for me to get like a lot of name brands. Yeah. And I have a big foot, so that's why me selling my shoes online works because I'm a size 12. And so I really can find like really cute boots and stuff, and so that works for me to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear
Yeah,
7,
but yeah.
so I know
We're
it.
at 11.
Borderline
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah, so I'm talking about trying to find like really cute shoes and stuff.
Right.
Poshmark is really good. You can find a lot of good stuff on there. People swap. You can save by bundling. So like if people buy more than one thing from you, you can bundle and give them a discount. The pay, the pay is pretty. It's pretty. I mean, you get a commission, so it's like they take a cut, just like eBay does.
Right.
But eBay is just a little bit more established. But with Poshmark, you can find. I mean, you can definitely find some good things, but they also have closets geared towards what you're looking for. So if you're just looking at shoes and handbags, they got that. If you're looking for plus size clothing, they have a whole bunch for that. So you can kind of really tailor your closet to people that you want to have buy from you. They also have, what do they call them, like parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That you can have like events and things like that and invite people, and they can show up to whatever you're selling. So yeah, I like Poshmark. My sister-in-law is addicted to OfferUp.
Okay. Nice. So you got me on that insights, and I'm like looking at the pages that I have. You know how you choose 5 pages to follow to just kind of check them out? And I'm just like, oh, I'm in 4th place within the 7. I think I have 7 people. And I'm like, what are these people posting where they're getting all this engagement? So this one girl, she got 251 engagement, and mine was 44. So I'm just like, what are you guys doing? How do you do it? So I'm sure that people are paying too. I mean, sometimes I do, what is it called? I do pay. I paid last week I just paid $6 because I don't have a job right now. But
I hear you.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I think when I post on my Liberated Strands, like I get a lot of engagement whenever I put a video or a picture.
Yeah.
Everybody's just really so visual now, and I think stepping up probably our tech game probably would help us out a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's just really at the end of the day what would attract people to.
I know. I do notice that most of mine are like videos.
Hmm. And you can do like a tip a day, Cicely
Yeah,
and Robin, because you guys like with makeup and stuff with that 15-second video on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that'll be good.
come up with your whole plan of like what you're gonna say for like that 15, like just 15 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, you could do like your people who maybe recently divorced. Some people may not want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
And you could do a tip like you do your little series for people that are newly divorced and hey, you give them a positive thing like why they need to get up,
Right.
you know,
That's good.
why you have to go on. 100 days of why you have to go on. I'm gonna give you 100 reasons every
That's
day
so good.
on
Oh,
Instagram
I'm about to
on
send
why
you
you
some
gotta
money.
get
That is good. I need to wait a minute.
I didn't think about that one.
Right.
up.
Let me get my.
Let's all do it. Okay, I could do 100 days of why you can remain natural if you're struggling.
Yes.
100 reasons.
That'll be okay. Let's do it. That's my. I'm putting it in my phone. I don't know where my notebook is. Hold on.
Well, soon we'll have everybody will have their blogging content
Yes.
Yes.
book. Everything is done with that. I am just waiting for her to do the fillable PDF. She realized that she has to go back through the whole thing to make sure that when you type, that it doesn't cut you off, that it'll let you flow. So that is what's holding us up right now. 100 reasons you can stay the natural hair course.
Yes.
Okay, and then Cicely, what is yours going to be called? 100 reasons why you can go on after a divorce or something.
Yeah, we could do that. And so I think my book is like how to get your life. And it starts off with the whole divorce and, so maybe just 100 reasons why you need to take your life back or something like that.
Mhm.
That's good. You rock. You're good.
Oh, well,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. Hey, you're a great supporter, you and Robin. If not,
Oh,
I would have been all. It didn't work, and nobody showed up.
oh,
Okay, and so Robin,
Mm-hmm.
what's yours? 100 makeup tips for 100 days.
that's good.
That's good. I can definitely do that. 100 make. I mean, 100 days of I don't know, but I can definitely do stuff with makeup and anything with.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done product challenges before
Hmm.
where I've kind of just like, what did I do? What was that challenge that I did? The 30-day. Yeah, I did a 30-day product challenge when I first big chopped my hair this last time. I did that where I wanted to use product, but when you're a product junkie, you're trying to figure out, okay, well, you're using all this stuff. So I just kind of just did this series where it's like for 30 days, that's all I did was use these products and I gave updates on how the products were working. If they didn't work, did I have to make changes? Did I have to introduce something else to get the stuff to work? So stuff like that. So yeah, I can definitely do 100 ways,
Okay.
100 days of eyeshadow, something, 100 days of lipstick. I have a ton of that.
Oh, and then you can like mix and match. Like, so you put like dark here, light, and I don't know how to mix color. I don't know. I need to figure out makeup too. Am I following you, Miss Robin, on your Instagram? I don't think I am. I think we're just friends on Facebook.
I think so. Just on Facebook. Let me go to Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Um, I think it's Cicely Renee, Cicely. Renee. I think that's it. It's like either Bougie Black Blogger or Cicely Renee.
Oh, Cicely, I got a bougie candle. Oh, it's called Mango Wood. It smells so good.
Ah, I love
There
it.
are 4 Cicely Renees on Instagram.
I know. So I found one, but I didn't know that there was four. That's cool. I think let me go look at my Instagram, see what I look like. Okay, try bougie black blogger.
There you are. And I'm following you.
Thank you. I'm about to go follow you right back. All right, gotcha.
So I follow a lot of naturals in the Texas
Oh, do you?
area. Mm-hmm.
No.
Um, so what is the I don't know, because living here in Washington, the community is what, well, kind of just not involved. So what is the natural hair community like in Dallas? Because I have no point of reference. I mean, I know there's Houston, and I follow some people that are out of Houston.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple people out of Austin, but she doesn't really do a whole bunch of natural hair stuff anymore. But it just seems very, I don't know. I wouldn't say consistent, but it just seems like there's a lot more going on, and
It
people are a lot more involved. So how do you stay competitive with people where you have a lot more competition? Because here there's there's not really a lot of competition, but there's also not a lot of engagement either.
Right. So, well, I've only been here for almost a month and haven't really participated too much. I have met a few bloggers out here, but they're not natural hair. There's a fitness one. Who is this other? I forgot the other lady's name. I haven't met them in person, but I mean, like I'm out and about and I see a lot of women with natural hair more than when I was in Minnesota. And I do feel like there might be, I don't know, I have to really tap in. So I'm still meeting people and trying to figure out, who to meet, where to go, things to do. Um, but like, I don't know, I already feel like I'm making my mark and it's only been a few weeks. So yeah, but just everything like the blog and then being a small business coach, sort of, kind of, and just really stepping out there. So hopefully I'll be able to, you know, build my own. And so I met a girl who she um she's working with me. She needs assistance with her blog and her business. And so we even talked about doing like seminars and workshops and all that together, like maybe starting over the summer. So that's cool. And we're both relatively new to Dallas, so
Okay.
yeah. So hopefully, I'm believing that I can make some footprints in the sand, and people like, "Oh, that's bougie. That's bougie, girl." No.
Have you guys seen the Robin? I think I tagged you in it. The bloggers conference in Atlanta.
Oh,
Oh,
Blogalicious, yeah.
Yeah, I want to try to go to that. I think it'll be good for maybe networking. And
Mhm.
I keep trying to say I need to go to like two major conferences in 2016. I think like maybe that'll be one of them.
yeah. Well, how do you guys find out about these blogger conferences? Because I would love to go to some. And I think Bloglicious, my friend Hannah over at the Methodical Mom, she went to one in Atlanta. Um, I forget what it was called though. And I'm like, I just really need to figure out how to find it. What are you guys doing?
Either I follow them on Facebook, and that's why I found out. But
Okay.
I also, from time to time, just put into Google and just search. I mean, there's like the Alt Summit, but that's just a little spendy. Anything right now where I'm at in my game in my business, I can't afford to pay over $1,000 for a training.
Oh,
You
I
know,
can afford
yeah.
100 right now.
Well, some people they can do that, and one day I will be able to. But I think the Blogalicious one is like $2.99 until like May, I think, and I think that's more a little bit more reasonable.
Right.
And then yeah, I went to Atlanta a couple of summers ago, and I met a lot of people from ATL. So
Okay.
I will be reaching out to them and saying, hey, do you think you could host a sister for
Right.
4 days? Or I might stay in a hotel, but I mean, if I really needed to, I felt like, okay, in Atlanta, I have some resources, if I need to find a place to stay or something.
And I almost moved to Atlanta. My name is on someone's lease actually right now, and they will not take my name off.
Mm.
Mm.
I know. So hold on, I need to turn the lights on. It's getting dark.
Blogger is a good one to follow. They actually have conferences all throughout the U.S.
Okay. Blog her, right?
Blog her, yes. There's one in LA on the 4th of August. There's one in Austin in October.
The one that was it blog her, and we should try to go to the one in
Yeah, I would go to the one in LA.
yeah, I was gonna say August 4th in LA. I might check that out.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's even closer. Because really, there's no reason why we shouldn't be having like some really big natural hair meetups and stuff. I'm actually working with a girl. She's going to help me try to do we're going to try to do a retreat in Aruba,
Uh-huh.
but it's too short to get it together. But I will be shooting to do that in 2017. But we're going to do something small in Denver. I definitely want it to be, on the west side of the Rockies here, and like doing something in Denver, like just getting out there and meeting more naturals and making more connections on this side of the planet. It's like all this stuff happened down south, and like, sorry, but hair condition and tight, like that stuff, what people do down south, you can't. Where I'm at, I'm in Robbins on the west side of the state. I'm on the east side of the state. Totally two different types of climate.
Hmm.
Really?
What I do with my hair when I go into Seattle, I can't do on the eastern side. I live on the high plateau desert side.
Oh,
So it's dry, but if you go over towards Tacoma where Robin's at, then like there's a lot of moisture. So what I can do with my hair on the eastern side, like it's night and day.
wow.
And yeah, when I come down off that mountain, we have a mountain called Snoqualmie. As soon as I hit the east side, my hair is already shrinking up because it's trying to hold in that moisture.
Right.
And so, people have a lot of these shows, they don't cater to the naturals who live in Arizona, New Mexico, and, you know, Texas. There's certain parts of Texas where it's super dry,
Right. And I
you
never
know.
even thought of it like that. I knew there was something going on with my hair in Minnesota. It was like just so dry. So I'm hoping I can get some moisture. My hair just sucks it all. It just gets so dry.
hmm
Yeah.
Really quickly, ladies, since we're in this planning mode. Okay, so the 100 days of your idea, are y'all gonna try? Y'all want to try to start that February 1st, or y'all trying to hit that like ASAP?
Probably more ASAP.
Okay. Um, I think
Okay.
for me, I'm looking at my week. I think I'm gonna have to put that for the last week of the month for me. And
Say that again. You went out.
I think. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna shoot for me for the week of the 25th of January.
Okay. Do we all want to wait for the 25th of January then?
Yeah, I'm good with moving it to that day.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like to try to batch some photos together and kind of like write out my ideas down so I can have those 100 tips ready to go.
Trying to
Okay.
find
And
it
then
right. There we go.
20.
And 20.
And then also too, Cicely and Robin, I have you guys down in my handy dandy blogger workbook
Hmm.
to set up. Need to connect with Cicely to schedule an interview date. Now that I feel more confident with the platform we're using here, I
Uh-huh.
think I'm ready to go ahead and set up an interview date.
Beautiful.
to interview you and your business, and we're gonna throw in a little bit of hair stuff in it too.
Beautiful.
So,
Any
um, and if we could look into February, that would be a great kicker for me to get scheduled.
okay.
Let me go to.
So I mean, like pretty much, I don't have a job right now, so my schedule's pretty free. And if we
Okay.
do it, and while I don't have a job, it'd be good in the daytime, just because I live
Okay.
with the people and I don't know their schedules besides their
Okay.
9 to 5.
Okay. And let me. You can tell I'm a product of the '90s. I have both written planner and digital.
Well, hey,
Oh, I
no
can't
worries.
cross
I like
over
that.
totally. Too much power. Okay, I think on the 5th. Oh, okay, I was going to go to Spokane that weekend. Okay, what about February 4th?
Okay.
Um, now you are what? Are you 2 hours behind me? I mean
I
ahead
think
of
I'm
me,
two
or
hours
1?
ahead. I'm 2 hours, I believe. Is there mountain time in between?
Yeah, and we're on Pacific Standard, so yeah, like Robin said. See, we're this. I like this time zone because I lived in like the Washington D.C. area. Robin's originally from Philly. I mean, I really do feel like life is a little bit slower
Okay.
being on this time thing, but
Mhm.
you do kind of feel like you're kind of catching up in the world.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check my teaching schedule, just to
Okay.
make sure that that
Oh,
date will work.
yeah.
I'm just writing down dates and get trying to get ideas together for the 100 days.
Okay, that's good. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You can work on your stuff. Okay. My computer's going a little slow because I have the workshop open. Whoa. I just want to kill myself that day. I'm like, I sat classes from 4 p.m. till 9 o'clock at night, back to back.
Wow.
Okay,
What kind of
I
class?
know.
Can I teach some classes?
Um, I teach for English first online.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll send you information. I mean, you can apply. Yeah, I'll put my name down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the info. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at my Tuesday. Let's shoot for the 2nd.
Okay.
That day is more clear for me. And if we did it around um, 2 p.m. your time,
Okay.
my time, 2 p.m. my time, so that's 4 p.m. your time.
Okay. 4 p.m. my time.
Yeah,
So February 2nd.
yeah. Okay, great. And so, Robin, let's see. I have you down on my list schedule
You have me down for.
to interview for my website. Um,
Let me. Well, you know me. I work Monday through Friday.
Right.
Um,
Okay. Um, let's see. That weekend, the 5th and the 6th, I'm trying to go to Spokane and well, Spoke Compton.
you did not say
Uh,
Compton.
yeah, we do. Or Yakka Vegas.
Yakima,
Yakima.
Vegas. Okay, wow. Vegas, Yakima's popping like that. Okay.
Girl, you go over to Yakima. I'm telling you, I don't go there very often. And this is what the natives here call it. And I'm like, Yakka Vegas? They're like,
Yakima, Vegas. They need to get out
mm-hmm.
more. They really need to get out more, like of the state. They might want to start slow, like Portland.
Okay, so let's see. So you were saying basically you'll have to do like a weekend, right?
Hmm.
Which isn't a problem. How about we schedule ours on February 13th?
That works.
Let's do February 13th, like 2 p.m. our time.
Hmm. Yep. Put that in there. Mhm.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys for coming.
Oh yeah.
Is the game today with the Packers and the Cardinals?
Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah, is that
Comes on at
for
4 o'clock.
our time?
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm sad because the Vikings messed up.
Oh, sorry, girl. We're Seahawks.
Sorry. We're sorry. We're
Oh,
sorry.
that was so horrible.
Uh, yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I was like, look, this game is over. I was trying to plan out the rest of my year until next football season. I was like, this season is over. I can't believe. And then it went wide. I was like, oh my god, this is not happening. This is not happening. It's like, oh my god, he missed it. My husband ran from the room. Like, oh
Oh.
my god, he missed it. He missed it. I can't believe him. It was hilarious. And then there were all these memes on my Facebook page. It's like Finkel is Einhorn, Einhorn is Finkel. It was just hilarious.
That was horrible. I was so sad. I was like, really? My poor Vikings.
sorry.
Like, how do you, I mean, I literally was like, how do you miss a 22-yard field goal? How does it, in what universe does that happen? Apparently this one. I
Right.
was, I was stunned. Literally, I thought the Seahawks were done.
Yeah.
There was nothing, there was no more. Put a fork in them.
Yeah. But last year, hey, right at the end of the Super Bowl, there was an intercept. The pass.
We don't
Seattle
want
has
to talk
felt.
about that. Why are you bringing up old stuff, Angie?
No, I'm
Why?
just saying. I'm trying to do it for Cicely. Like, we've already experienced that type of pain that
Yeah.
happened with the Vikings. So
Gut
we're just,
wrench.
yeah, we're sorry. We know how you feel. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm trying to say, like, we know how that feels because that
I
happened last
mean, yeah, trust me, I know. My soul cried when he threw that interception last. I was like,
year. Yeah.
Man.
So yeah. So today, who should we want to win, Robin? I want Green Bay out. I'm so tired of seeing them every year.
honestly, it doesn't matter. We have to go on the road regardless. So I would prefer them to go to Arizona if they had to go anywhere. Green Bay is cold.
Yeah. I'm like confused because you know what, really? Because I don't, I'm not really into football. I mean, like the reason why I really like the Seahawks is just because I just really like their like work ethic, and of course, Russell Wilson is from Virginia, and
Russell.
and but I really thought that this game was going to be like it. We all knew who was going to the Super Bowl, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's other teams still playing.
Mm.
I'm
Yep.
like, oh. So I'm like now to my mom. I said, don't ask any more football questions. I'm totally confused. I'm like, we had to call some football guru because I'm like, I thought these two games was telling us who was going to the Super Bowl, but apparently
No,
not.
girl. No, we got two more. We got this weekend and next weekend to tell us who's going to the Super Bowl, and then we gotta wait two. Then we gotta wait a week and a half of
Mm.
best trash talking. Whoever's gonna go.
I just
So,
recently got involved in football. It seems like that's what they do here in Texas.
yeah, Texas football. No, I football is my thing. Football is bae.
Yeah, Robin should be one of those ladies on the one of the reporters.
Just not Pam Oliver.
I don't even know who that one is.
You don't know who, you've not seen Pam Oliver?
Is that the one last week with the blonde hair and the little brown cap?
She's black. She's been doing this since the earth cooled, and she has the worst weave on the planet.
Well, that probably was her last week then.
Oh, it's horror. Every picture, and it's only when she comes to Seattle is when she looks her absolute worst. It's like, girl, it rains here, and we've had a monsoon. Every time she's coming, nobody gives her a hat, nothing. It's like, look, we should not be looking like this. Look her up.
Let Robin do it. Okay.
I've written emails, Pam. I went to sports journalism school. Why are you doing this to me? Female journalists across the world do not understand what's going on.
Okay, so we got 100 days on Instagram. I don't know about Google Plus. I think I'm not even going to focus on them in 2016. I think for 2016, my social medias are going to be Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And when I say Twitter too, that means yeah, I think that's just automatically kind of rolled up into it.
See, that's my thing. It's like I'm not gung ho about going on and being a part of every new social media thing that pops up. Like now, the newest thing is Snapchat. No.
Oh no.
It's because I think they're trying to get the younger generation is trying to get away from platforms that their parents are on.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I just don't need to be on Snapchat. There's nothing about my life that I need people to see 24/7. And if that's the case, then I'll blog. But I'm not going to. No.
You know, another thing though too, we need to focus on too is getting our email list, because when you guys are thinking about your businesses, like at the end of the day, right, you want to collect some coins off of that.
Right.
So really, the money lies in the email list. So alongside with the social media, definitely trying to focus on getting that email list going. And I've been like thinking so seriously and so strong about moving my website onto Squarespace. I haven't totally gotten there yet, but I just feel like, I just like the look of Squarespace, and I'm not so. There's a big learning curve with WordPress, and I got through it, setting up Ambition Ally, but I don't know. I just feel like I might have to hit Squarespace up.
It's basically, it's like Squarespace is like plug and play. It's like you don't really have to and it's intuitive. You don't have to know a whole lot to set it up and have it work the way you want it to. I mean, if you do know more, that's great, but it's not required. Whereas with WordPress, if you're using free WordPress, great. But if you have a website that you want to have tied in and you use WordPress, it's so complicated. I mean, when they have classes to teach you how to do WordPress, it's that ridiculous. And I keep saying to myself, oh, okay, I'm gonna pay, but I don't want to pay that much and be frustrated. I'd rather just pay the $100 a year over at Squarespace and just use my blog and have a actual dedicated blog, because right now I'm sharing it with WordPress, so it's like it's cybercurl.wordpress.com.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be cybercurl.com.
Well, I do WordPress, and I really like it. And I did Squarespace for my online boutique for a year. So maybe next time I'll just do it with a blog instead. But WordPress is pretty easy for me, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not having too much trouble with it. It's just I just like the look of it, and You guys saw my new business colors that I think I not think I'm going to gravitate to that.
Mhm.
Um, so I was just thinking, oh, should I switch over to Squarespace? Um, but yeah, I'm still thinking. I mean, I have everything set up, and I have a coach, and we start probably our coaching sessions not this week, next week, and so I went to her course in San Francisco, and so we're going to be doing one-on-one coaching. So I'm going to see what she says about that whole changeover thing.
Okay.
So what colors did you go with?
That the navy, the dark navy, like in the royal with the
Okay.
gold. Yeah, I just feel like I put a picture. Um, I got 824 people on my liberated strands. Okay, I need to get to 1,000 so I can get that mentioned.
Oh yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I think that. Did you guys see it in the? Let's see if I can pull it up.
Mm.
Uh, I'll put it in. Don't knock my hustle. That's what I'll put it. This is what inspires me is this right here.
Oh yeah, I saw that picture.
Yeah, right. And so when you guys see that, what do you feel when you see that?
let's see. Oh yeah. I mean, I feel
I
culture.
mean, I think it's definitely, I don't know, elegant and professional.
Mhm.
More elegant. I
Yeah,
definitely like the because the blue, it doesn't, it's everybody has that kind of that color scheme is like gold, black, white, or silver. And whereas blue, the navy, it's dark enough and it's sophisticated enough, but it's kind of, the gold, it plays with the gold a little bit more, so you can be a little bit more funky. I guess for me, I would say it's probably not as straight laced as black would be. And it's not as common. It's not a common color that people
yeah.
pick.
And then I'm gonna do a pop of red in it for that up,
Okay.
that little that sophisticated. And I mean, I really feel like the person that I want to speak to in my business is, she's cultured, and not like there's certain people that like really wear their culture on their sleeve. They're very pro, I think about was it poor righteous teachers? They're like kind of like really, you could tell they're like black thought. Like you could just see it's written, it's in their comments, they're saturated in it. But I just think that the person that I want to attract is that she recognizes, you know, I mean, she knows who she is. And you can tell about that when you go to her house, you talk to her style, she's just sure who she is,
Mhm.
and it's like people, they see me. I'm like, don't get it twisted. When you walk in my house, you have a whole entire like, my house is all decorated to really educate you on all kinds of musical instruments from Africa. I have a djembe, I have a didgeridoo, I have a Navajo flute. I mean, like, I know what I like. You know what I mean? But I just think, and when people are too far on one side, I think it really squeezes out other people who just generally want to learn about the thing, you
Mm.
know. And I just think this whole just look and color just will attract a person that's like, hey, I know who I am, but at the same time, I don't know enough about this, and
Yeah.
like, can you help me? And like, can we collaborate, kind of thing. I'm hoping,
Mm.
yeah, to see how that all works out. Awesome. I don't know if that made y'all feel all that, but I'm just that's what I really want to find. So cool. All right. Well, is there anything else? If not, I'll let you guys go. I know it's almost 3 o'clock, and I think maybe I'll try to do these things more. Like in the group, I'll post like, "Hey, do you guys want to do a Google Hangout meetup?" And then we can just meet up here, um, and have a chit chat.
Yeah, that works.
That works for me.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Well, I want to thank everybody who's tuning in, those who are watching us online. This really was about just connecting, just talking to other entrepreneurs and really getting out in the world and getting in front of the camera and having conversations. And so I'm Angie Clay from LiberatorStrands.com and it's AngieClay.com. And then we have Robin, and you can find Robin Josie at
On Facebook, I'm at Cybercurl, which is CYBHERCURL, and that's also on Instagram. And my blog is cybercurl.wordpress.com.
All right, thank you. And Cicely, where can the peeps in the world find you on the internet street?
All right. Well, you can find me on my blog, bougieblackblogger.com, and that's BOUGIE blackblogger.com. And then you can connect to other places as well.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, for showing up. It was a pleasure. I'm able to connect with you. Now I've got 2 interviews scheduled for February to help me with my blogging content.
Wonderful.
And I really appreciate you guys coming. And also, we came up with our 100 days of blogging. I mean, Instagram posts, 15-second videos. So if
Yeah.
you're watching and you want engagement, hey, join us. And you can find us on Facebook in our business group, Don't Knock My Hustle. So thank you all. Have a wonderful Saturday, and we will see you again soon. All right,
Thank
you guys.
you.
Bye.
Thank you so much for coming and supporting. Okay, bye.
Anytime. Thanks, Angie.
Thank
Huh?
you.
Okay, I'll see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.